museum is great. It's out of the 4 top Mexican cultural museums in the United States. This is to be on that list is pretty important. And the various exhibits here literally provide a window of Mexican culture to the United States and students and different patrons of Texas that allows them to really broaden their horizons when it comes to learning amazing things about our neighbors south of the borders.
I really like the different myths and things that these masks represent, and then seeing the more modern lucha ones were really cool as well. The way things have progressed over history and the history behind the masks is really interesting. It shows you that people from different eras in time aren't really that different.
A lot of people never know what goes on behind the museum doors. People walk in, they see the gallery space, and they see the gift shop, and they're like, wow, this is really cool, but they don't really have a sense of what all goes into putting that in front of people. It seems like a very artificial thing, and working for a museum just gives you that behind the scenes look that kind of just makes it really open up. It seems much more like a community endeavor once you realize how much work actually goes into it. So right here on all these shelves are just different objects and masks. This is all part of our permanent collection. And one of the things about this museum that's really interesting is that all of our exhibits rotate. We don't have a permanent gallery space because we are a smaller museum. So hopefully in our new building we'll be able to have a permanent site for this, as you can see, pretty large collection. And a lot of this other stuff, I can show you where the rest of it is. But this is just part of it, and the main issue we've been running into is that it's very difficult to store all these things because we have a lot of donations and archiving from different programs, so a lot of our permanent collection is stored throughout the museum. And you can see how we make use of the space well enough. It's all stored, but it's also in precarious conditions. We're in a really interesting situation where we have a lot to offer to the community, but we just simply don't have the space to present it. So our main project right now is actually trying to raise funds to get a new building in this footprint so we can maintain this great location in the center of Austin. Over the years, we have accumulated so many great and valuable pieces of work into our museum that we're in a really interesting situation where we have a lot to offer to the community, but we just simply don't have the space to present it. So because we do have that style of rotating exhibits, it's always something new and fresh. So we don't get hung up on all this old stuff. I mean, we want to show everything that we have to offer, but we're always constantly expanding. We have new people rolling in, we're building connections, and it's really fun to see because, it's often the young people who are pushing the limits, and of course we want to show what's innovative in the art world. So it is fun. It's very exciting.